The early Christians were under great stress. We don't really understand the level of persecution that they were suffering. I mean, we sometimes, see in our society that Christians don't get the same rights they're used to having from before, but it's not at all the kind of difficulties that the early Christians ran into. And they were given advice that sounds like this, and it's in a couple of the Gospels. It says, "Do not worry beforehand about what to say. Just say whatever is given you at the time, for it is not you speaking, but the Holy Spirit." Now, I'm one for rehearsing conversations in my head, trying to figure out what I'm going to say and what they might say and then what I'll say to that. But I do notice that it almost never goes that way. And that when you give a testimony, talk about what God has done for you, if it sounds too wooden, sounds too rehearsed, it doesn't really have the power that you need it to have. Now, I do believe in mastering the material that we have. If we've been through a powerful experience, we want to say something that's going to, connect about that and tell people what God has done for us. But to be able to do that in a way that doesn't sound rehearsed is really important. And the way to make it not sound rehearsed is not to rehearse it. The thing is to allow the Holy Spirit to speak through you. And so I'm always very pleased when I am in a conversation, talking to somebody, witnessing, testifying, and I say something that I didn't even think of before. And I believe that the Holy Spirit will take hold of us and will speak through us in ways that will surprise us if we'll let him. Because sometimes we'd rather just stick to the script and, say, the things that we thought are the right things to say. But that may not be the right way to go about it. So be free, be ready to speak, because I know most of us don't feel prepared. We feel like people are going to ask us questions we don't know the answer to. Well, just allow it to come out of you and let God's power shine through you. And you don't need to be all prepared. Just be ready to give it a try. And when you do, I think you'll find that God speaks through you more powerfully than you can imagine.